Have you guys ever felt like you don't deserve to be where it is that you are? Well, if you do, then this video is for you, because today we are going to be talking about one of the biggest things that holds everybody back, which is imposter syndrome. A lot of the time, people end up feeling like they've somehow tricked people into thinking that they are talented, but at any moment they're going to find out that they are not. And if that sounds familiar, I just want to say that you guys are not alone. Now, imposter syndrome isn't just some nagging voice, right? The best way to explain it is like the devil on your shoulder that is telling you that you aren't worth it, that you are incapable, and that you should not be in the position that you are in. That somehow you just got lucky, and that other people are better than you and way more deserving of whatever it is. And it shows up in a bunch of different ways. Maybe you just landed some big opportunity, but instead of feeling proud, you are feeling like you don't belong. And maybe sometimes you just compare yourself to other people, feeling that you are never gonna measure up. And for me, that has happened every single time I've stepped into a new space and have done something I've never done before. Whether it's filmmaking, YouTube, even the military when I was in. It's like my brain is just always trying to convince me that I don't belong. And here's one of the biggest things that I have learned to discover about imposter syndrome. With that thing being that it doesn't mean that you don't belong. It just means that you are stepping into new territory, which in turn means that you are uncomfortable and that you are actually growing. Now, the people that you guys admire, the people that you look up to, I can assure you that they are all going through the same exact thing. Some of the most successful creators, actors, artists in general have all brought up imposter syndrome and how they've had to battle imposter syndrome, because at the end of the day, it's not about ability, it's about perception. So if you made it this far, then you're probably wondering, well, how do I get over imposter syndrome? And we're gonna break this down. The first thing you need to do is simply call it out. You need to understand that that feeling that you were talking about of not being able to measure up or that you don't belong is imposter syndrome, and you need to call it for what it is. Because when that voice starts creeping in, all you have to do is acknowledge it and take away its power. Now, we all have different ways of maybe battling and calling this out. For me, I call it out that it's imposter syndrome, and then I ask myself, why not? And that's in the context of, well, I don't feel like I belong here, and changing my perception and just saying, well, why not? Like, I do belong here. Number two is keep a proof folder or a proof journal. Anytime somebody compliments my work, shares how I have helped them in some way or fashion, I jot that down, and anytime that self-doubt starts creeping in, I give that a look. I go back to remind myself that those moments are real, and that's something that means a lot to me. Number three is take the action away. The only way that imposter syndrome wins is if it stops you from showing up, or even worse, going after the thing that you actually want to. Going after the thing that you are actually pushing and striving for every single day. So keep creating, keep putting yourself out there, even when you do feel like a fraud, because I'm here to tell you that you're not. The truth is, you'll never fully get rid of imposter syndrome, and at the end of the day, it is always going to be there. But that's alright, because it's not about making it disappear. It's about letting it not stop you. The fact that you feel imposter syndrome just tells me and tells everybody, and more importantly, I want you to acknowledge this, it's telling yourself that you just care, and there's literally nothing wrong with that at all. It means that you're getting out of your comfort zone, and that's a good thing. So let me ask you, when was the last time that you felt imposter syndrome? For me, it was today, which is why I decided to make this video, especially because I'm now creeping up on 100 subscribers, and it's just crazy. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. It is day 28 of making a video every single day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If this has helped you, share it with a friend, and don't forget to leave the video a like, because it does help me out. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Be safe, be creative, and never stop dreaming.